Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Tom Spark. Welcome back to another review. Today we're going to be checking out HostGator. This is one of the most popular web host providers out there, but is it worth using? Today we're going to run it through my ranking system, checking out the pricing, the features, the security, the support, and the speed to help you decide if it's a web host worth using to make your new website. The first thing we're going to talk about is the pricing. And like most other web host providers, HostGator provides you a lot of different options for pricing. You could pick specifically just the normal web hosting, the WordPress hosting plan, the website builder plan. The website builder plan is kind of interesting because it's like exclusively for the website builder. It's almost like competing with something like Squarespace. It's going to give you a kind of like the same kind of hosting options, but it's also going to give you like a website builder. It's kind of weird though, because some other providers like DreamHost also give you a website builder within WordPress, but I don't think HostGator actually does that. So I want to provide a little bit of clarification here in that HostGator does provide a drag and drop editor available in the customer portal. However, it's separate from the Gator website builder. So it's like two separate kind of builders. One is like more of the premium plan that you'll get with the website builder, and the other one's just kind of like a drag and drop thing you can still use. Kind of confusing. It kind of like separates it out for some weird reason. I guess if you're into like the more noob kind of friendly experience and you don't want to use WordPress, the website builder could be a good option. And of course, web hosting, you can also put WordPress on it as well, but you're probably not going to get as fast speeds as offered here in the WordPress hosting, which is why it says 2.5 times speeds and a little bit more security perhaps, as well as free migrations. So that is something that is a plus with HostGator. You do get free migrations. It does have a pretty big refund policy as well for 45 days. A lot of other web host providers are only 30-day refund policies. However, one of the worst things about HostGator, and similar to a lot of other web host providers, is that you are going to be dealing with renewable price increases. So as you can see here, we do have the starter plans here and the other plans here. So you're going to be dealing with a lot of different price increases after the first year. So it's going to be like a 20% increase, I guess, compared to normal pricing plans. So if you want more information, they have a pricing chart for HostGator. You can look up all the different pricing plans. It kind of gets confusing, of course, taking into the real pricing after a year and stuff like that. I do not like renewable pricing so much. Some of my other top-rated web host providers on the tier list for web hosts don't have renewable pricing. It's kind of weird to not see it, but since there are some that don't have it, I do like to look for it not having renewable pricing. Of course, we'll take into account this in the security section and privacy, but we do get free SSL, which is really nice. Not every web host provider is going to give you that free SSL. I know GoDaddy will upcharge you for that. Additionally, you do get the free domain for 1 year, which has become more standard with web host providers. You just have to buy it for a year. You're not going to get the free domain for 1 month. Now, in terms of features, HostGator does pretty well. It's got a lot of standard things like cPanel, one-click WordPress installation. They do have a website builder plan that's kind of separated out. I kind of wish it was kind of bundled just within all the plans, so that's a little bit of a bummer. It's not really recommended by WordPress per se. It's under the same brand or company as Bluehost, that being EIG. So it's kind of similar to Bluehost in that respect. I guess it could be considered to be recommended if you just want to use Bluehost instead of HostGator in terms of that sole recommendation. It is owned by the same company though. One thing that is cool about HostGator is that they do have cloud web hosting, so you get a little bit more resources, good speeds, a statistics dashboard, and stuff like that for that plan. Not every web host provider does include cloud hosting as an option, but I do like to point out when they do because it's pretty good to try out. It's more for people who are looking to have a very scalable website, and you see information about that here. A lot of good different options. So probably one of the biggest pluses about HostGator is that it does include complimentary malware scanner. Not every web host provider does this. You are going to have to pay an upsell charge for SiteLock, which is more of like their more robust kind of malware scanner / remover. So you do get like kind of a basic one, but if you do want the more comprehensive malware remover, you are gonna have to get SiteLock, which is a pretty good remover. But again, it is nice to see that basic kind of malware scanner included for free, since some web host providers don't provide that. As you can see here, the difference is that the complimentary scanner does allow you to access the SiteLock dashboard. It does not scan beyond the first 5 pages and it does not automatically remove malware from your site. SiteLock offers special discounts for HostGator customers interested in upgrading their website security to take advantage of premium features such as automated website malware remover. So these are the features that you are going to get. So it's more of the difference between that basic kind of scanner which detects and can remove malware compared to the more premium option, which is going to be more like automatic malware remover with more features. The one good thing though about HostGator is that all plans do include free SSL encryption, which is really nice to see. Not every web host will do that. However, HostGator does not provide free domain privacy. Now, it's not that expensive. It's only like $12 a year, but still, it's really annoying to see web host providers charge you for this domain privacy. I'm going to grill everyone that keeps doing this. And if you do not pay for domain privacy, someone could just look up your website on Whois or whatever like that, and they could see pretty much all your information about who's associated with the website. So that's definitely a big no-no. HostGator, like a lot of other web host providers, do have a pretty beefy kind of privacy policy. However, it's just the same as Endurance International Group, the same privacy policy covered by Bluehost. And what happens with this company is they will share information with other companies. They won't like give your information to just some random dude on the street, but look at all the information they collect. And they have all sorts of ways to use your information to advertise and market third-party products and services. And they will share the information with other members of the corporate family, third-party service providers in connection with a sale, merger, acquisition, or corporate reorganization, authorized users within your organization. So it's kind of the most concerning part is probably how they share it with partners. So it's definitely not the most privacy friendly web host. Now, in terms of HostGator support, it seems like it's pretty good. I don't really have many complaints dealing with them. You know, again, it is controlled by the same company as Bluehost, so it's probably trickled down a little bit maybe. I mean, you got to compare the rankings. Which one's more popular? The most popular EIG company is probably going to have the best customer support and stuff like that. HostGator is one of the bigger ones, so it's probably going to be pretty reliable. And in terms of speeds, we didn't really see anything like super impressive here. It's just kind of decent speeds and pretty good reliability as well. It is a pretty big web host. Most of the big ones out there have pretty good reliability and speeds. It's just nothing really that impressive. Nothing really stood out to me as being, you know, super fast like some other web host providers on the list that I specifically mentioned and talked about their speed in detail. Kind of like A2 Hosting kind of markets itself and gets more props and points for having extra good speeds. But again, it's like how good of speeds do you need? Most of them have pretty good speeds as is. So guys, in summation, HostGator is kind of a mixed bag. It has pretty good potential for a lot of different categories. It probably suffers most in the security and privacy section, probably because it doesn't have a free domain privacy and it's under the EIG kind of corporation thing, which is going to share your information with a lot of third parties. However, that said, it does include a free malware scanner, which I really like, and it does include free SSL encryption, which is nice. In terms of pricing, it could do a little bit better with no renewable price upcharges, but it did include some good things as I already mentioned. Features can kind of be spread out a little bit with, you know, certain plans having website builders and certain plans not having it. However, you do have cloud hosting, which is cool, cPanel integration, one-click installs with WordPress, and overall pretty good support and speeds. This is kind of like a pretty good web host provider. It doesn't really catch me. It doesn't really do anything that bad. It's just a couple points here and there. It kind of misses the mark a little bit. I'm going to give HostGator a 3.7. It could very well do much better, but I don't think it's really going to change anytime soon. It's got a kind of a lot of the same kind of things that hold a lot of web host providers back. It's not really stretching to be the best. It's kind of content to be where it is, which is okay. After all, it does have pretty good features, customer support, and decent speeds and reliability. Anyways, guys, those are my thoughts on HostGator. Hope you found that honest review refreshing. Go ahead and check out the web host tier list. It's going to be down in the description down below, and you can easily find it on vpntierlist.com. You'll be able to find which web host providers I like more than HostGator. This was quite a decent one, though. I mean, general marks over the board, not bad. But there are better ones out there, and go ahead and check out the tier list if you want to find which ones I think are. Anyways, guys, thanks for checking out this video, and I'll see you on the next one very soon.